South Africa blind football team. I'd not heard of them until this story, and I was very excited to see that, you know, the South Africa blind football team will be jetting out for a competition, and it is from the 18th to the 20th. They'll be going for the tournament in Russia, taking place 18th to the 20th of this month. Now, this groundbreaking journey not only showcases the unwavering spirit and determination of the remarkable athletes, but also highlights a significant step forward for inclusivity in sports on a global stage. We have our News Central's correspondent, Bongani Siziba. She's at the OR Tambo International Airport for their departure. Hopefully we can get to have a conversation with a few of them this morning. Good morning, Bongani. How are you this morning? And how are the athletes feeling in preparation for their trip to Russia?
Good morning, Olive, and also good morning to our viewers. We are coming live from OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg. As you can see behind me is the supporters who are supporting the visually impaired team that is going to Russia, that was invited by BRICS, and they are going to play against Brazil, the likes of Russia, big teams that they are going to play with against. But this is the first time that a team from South Africa is being sent to a big tournament like this. But let me just bring in the coach of this team just to speak to us about this tournament and how this game is played. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us here at News Central TV. Quite a beautiful tournament that you and your guys are going to. Can you please tell us more about it?
No, thank you very much. Good morning to you. Good morning to your viewers. We have an exciting tournament that we're going to. It's the first international games for blind football in BRICS countries. So as you mentioned, it's your Brazil, your Russia, your India, China, South Africa, Kazakhstan, Turkey. And we have the privilege to being part of those games as well as South Africa. Blind soccer is 5-a-side. The goalkeeper is sighted. 4 players are blindfolded. The ball's got balls inside. Then it's normal football, and that's how it runs.
And how did you come about to have this team?
The team was never really planned. It was inspired by 2 boys, and then I decided to pitch the idea to the Johannesburg Society for the Blind, which is very close to us, and the gents volunteered. I think we had 6-7 guys who volunteered to come. So we started off with the ball, put it in a plastic to make sound, because getting those balls is very expensive. You don't find them in South Africa. So yeah, we just started it like that.
Yes, but let me just bring it to the player, one of the players who is here, just how excited he is just to be part of this team. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. How excited are you to be part of this team?
I'm so 100% excited because of as a blind soccer team is new to the country. I'm so proud of myself, becoming a player of blind soccer team.
And which part do you play?
Me, I play defender. I'm always in defender because I'm glad to be a defender because I'm good with defending.
But just in brief, how is this soccer played?
The soccer has balls inside, and then we are blindfolded, and then when the ball passes to and then we say void, because most of the time void is the only thing that we communicate with, and then when we say void, you can know where are you players, in what time, and then you hear the voices, and then you pass the ball.
Thank you, Olive. It's back to you. What an excitement to have a team from Africa and from South Africa to go and represent the visually impaired. And we are expecting the trophy, like the guys, I was speaking to the guys, and they are expecting to bring the cup back to Africa. And they are also encouraging other visually impaired who are out there just to join sports so that socially it helps them. So it's back to you in the studio now.
Thank you very much, Bongani Siziba, for this really heartwarming conversation that we've had this morning. We're certainly rooting for the team, and we hope that you bring back the cup. We wish you a safe flight to Russia and back. Oof, very, very heartwarming, beautiful way to start the Monday morning, if you ask me. And we're hoping that this team does exceptionally well and they come back. And I think that it's such a brilliant idea. We need to start thinking out of the box. It's 2024. We have visually impaired people, audio impaired people, and all these different categories do not need to be shut out of the things that other people enjoy. They do not need to be shut out of football, sports, and all the many things that fully able-bodied people enjoy. So I am very excited about this move, and I hope that we see more of this. I don't know if we have this in Nigeria, but if we don't, I think it's something to look at and to maybe potentially explore. Joe?
Yes, it is. It's one thing. It's always been there. but it hasn't been fully explored, especially in some parts of Africa. But outside of Africa, you have these tournaments, especially for those who are physically, you could also say visually impaired, and so on and so forth. And I think if you create things like this, then you could also help the community. In turn, it also helps the economy. One would ask how. I mean, take a look at the World Cup, where you have football and you have the World Cup. Either you have a tournament. It could be a tourney in basketball, it could be football, it could be cricket, it could be this and that. The country that plays host, one way or the other, always sees an increase in terms of economic return, in terms of investments, in terms of foreign direct investments, in terms of an increase. When you have visitors who come into your country, tourism would indeed soar. You also have beneficiaries, those who have hospitality businesses will benefit, because then again, you're talking about sales in rooms, you're talking about sales in restaurants, you're talking about everything would indeed go up. But then again, this is very commendable. And like Olive said, we would be rooting for them, and hopefully they will come back with the trophy.